And welcome back to second half coverage here in the booth, Boga Stadium. Harlingen South versus Los Fresnos. 3-0 your score after the first half. Harlingen South ahead of the Falcons here on this beautiful Friday night. Thanks for listening to this live audio broadcast. Thanks for joining us here in KHGN, bringing you this game, this coverage, along with Real Sports Live. And it's about ready to kick off here in the second half. Harlingen South will be kicking off to Los Fresnos as they get ready. First half, Los Fresnos not really able to move the ball much, getting stymied by that South Hawk defense. Not really able to pass the 30-yard mark. I was saying earlier that they played in between the 30s in the first half. So let's see what kind of halftime locker room adjustments were made on Los Fresnos' behalf so that they may be able to move the ball into scoring position. South Hawks defense stingy in the first half, not allowing them to make any major moves, big plays, really reduce the big play ability for Los Fresnos. Here we go. This will be returned. It is dropped. It's muffed at the 5-yard line, not to the 10, now 15. Gap to run through, 20 out to the 23-yard line. And Los Fresnos will start there. Padilla, the quarterback for tonight. Missing Martinez,
on the return, number 22,
who has been really their big-time play person for Los Fresnos up to this point in the season.
On the stop, number 42 for the Hawks.
Definitely seem to be missing him quite a bit, but Matthew Padilla, number 16, filling in, shotgun formation as he gets ready. 3 receivers to his right, and he's got a lone running back in the backfield. That's number 7, Chris Resendez. Sends a man in motion now. Falcons looking to make a move early here in the second half. 10 on the play clock, and it's snapped. Looking downfield, wants to pass. Padilla's got a receiver standing on the side. He's a roll to his right. Here comes the pressure off the corner. They're going to get to him. They're going to wrap him up, and he goes down. Big-time sack
on the sack,
there
number 25.
by the South Hawks, number 25 on the tackle. That's Isaiah Cantu. And he's going to lose. Padilla will about, I'm going to say about 8 yards on that
Ladies
sack.
Ladies and gentlemen, some halftime scores. Westlaco 7, Edinburgh Vela 0.
Instead of forward.
Hannah 34,
second down
Rivera 0. Harlingen 14, San Benito 21.
And there's a score, Harlingen 14, San Benito 21 at the Battle of the Arroyo. Can almost see the lights from here in Boga Stadium as that battle going down right across the city. Here we go, Los Fresnos now. Second down. Falcons down 3-0 to the Hawks. Battle of the Birds tonight, if you will. Here we go. Looking downfield by the They're going to blow it dead. False start on the Falcons, so that's going to push them back yet another 5 yards.
Snap, false start. Offense,
and that is bad news for the Falcons. They get pushed closer and closer to their own end zone, so this will be lined up about the 9-yard line. As the Falcons not able to get any progress so far in this second half. Something deeply needed by the Falcons. Not so far yet. Here we go now. Padilla in the shotgun formation is going to look downfield, wants to pass. Here comes a rush up the middle, lets it go. It's a little screen, middle screen set up there.
Pass complete to number 12 Sergio Martinez for the Falcons.
Martinez, and he will be down about the 15-yard line. And he'll go down there. So third
on
down
the stop,
and 18
number 36,
about coming up for the Falcons.
Gonzalez. It'll bring up third down and long for the Falcons.
Desperately need to make something happen here to get out of their own end zone. If not, the punter will be lined up right on that goal line. And that could cause some major issues. Falcons now. Padilla still lined up in that quarterback position. And he's got 3 wide receivers. 2 left, 1 right. Going to get ready, handoff up the middle. That's Resendez. Resendez trying to break through.
On the carry, number 7.
Getting closer to the original line of scrimmage, but not enough. So 4th down, and I would say about 12.
On the stop, number 7, David Cortez.
Will be the situation for the Falcons. And the punting will come onto the field. So the punter, number 12, so far tonight for Falcons, have been doing that rugby style where he'll get the snap, he'll run off to the right.
34,
really been kicking some low-line drive style kicks, but they've worked pretty well as they get a good bounce for the Falcons. So South now, with lots of green space in front of them, going to have a nice opportunity to return this one. And the punter lined up about the 6-yard line or so. And it's a good snap. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to go ahead and boot this one really low. Almost hits ahead of his punt team there. And it will take a good Los Fresnos roll down to the 34-yard line.
Ball comes to a stop around the 34-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Harlingen South.
Hawks, again, recapping that first half. 2 opportunities to score, 2 field goals attempted. 1 of them made. First one on the ball game went left hook.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your pink tickets out for the football. Looking for number 795.
After the first half, but for the most part, that offense from Harlingen South was in control of the football game. And
with your pink
time
ticket,
of possession,
if you are the winner,
really
come
did a
up
good
to
job.
the
Just could not punch it in
your prize.
for 6 on any of their drives. And but thankfully for them, we're able to come up with those 3 points. So offense definitely a little bit more productive on the south side tonight. Quiroz, here's a running back. He's got some power right up the middle.
Number 11, Emilio
and
Quiroz,
he runs
up the
hard
middle.
when he gets that football. Number 11, Quiroz. And I just really enjoy watching him run the ball. Folks, I don't have his height in my roster, but I would be surprised if he's over 5'2" or 3.
First down.
Just to give you some perspective here, but he runs like he's 6 foot, and he runs hard. Second down coming up for the South Hawks. He gets back. First down as he moves those chains, and he's ready to go again. So David Torres in the backfield, along with Quiroz. He's got his 2 wide receivers on the outside. He's going to connect with Delgado.
Pass complete to number 15, Derek Delgado for the Hawks.
Simple 4-yard pickup.
On the stop, number 34.
They'll keep moving downfield.
Johnny Cadengo.
So Torres, remember, he's got a couple of wide receivers in his arsenal. Number 15, Derek Delgado. Number 88, Brady Bennett, that are big physical wide receivers. And he definitely can utilize them at times. We did see a big play from number, I believe it's number, I can't remember his name, Gabriel, earlier in the game in 35-yard pickup. So he has the ability to stretch the field for sure. Here's Quiroz
up the middle.
And Quiroz again using that power.
On the stop, number 34.
Doesn't quite get the first down, but he gets close.
Johnny Cadengo.
So third down and
it'll bring up third down and 1.
Long one coming up for South Hawks.
Harlingen South.
And they break into Los Fresnos side of the football field. And Quiroz is the back in the backfield. And, folks, he can get that 1 yard as Quiroz. And so let's see if they go to him. They also have number 27, who we talked about briefly earlier. That is Christian Cortez. And he's got some big playability as well. And it's going to go to Quiroz up the middle. First down and more as he battles. Nice pick up there in South. First down.
On the stop, number 17, Christian Peña. But that is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down.
Nice for an earlier accomplishment, but Quiroz does a good job running to the right, getting into the gap, breaking a tackle, and just getting that first down.
First down and 10. Now, ball is on the 44-yard line or so. As South Hawks rolling here. Tale of 2 teams, right, coming out of the locker room. Los Fresnos really stalled out really quickly. And Hawks trying to find and able to find a little footing here early in the second half. Here's a pass downfield. Delgado, he's open down at the 20, down to the 15-yard line. And that was because there was a hand on him. But he gets loose, and he gets some big yards down to the 16-yard line. Delgado, first down Hawks.
Stop number 28.
And Delgado gets some separation from
Hector
the quarterback.
Muniz.
He had a step,
and that is a Harlingen
really
South
nice
Hawk.
Throw right over the
first
shoulder
down.
to his right side. He gets the ball, finally gets taken down, almost out of bounds, and they're going to mark him down at around the 16-yard line.
So first and 10 now for the Hawks, and they are inside the red zone again. They've stalled out twice, gone for 2 field goals, made 1. They want to punch it in here. Cortez, there's Bennett on the outside, and just too high for him.
Second down.
That's the right idea. Put it up there, let him go up and get it, but that one's just a little bit too high.
Yeah, Bennett, when I was down there right now, you see him standing next to him. He's about my height, maybe an inch or 2 taller, so I'd say he's around 6'4", 6'5" out on the field. So you just want to throw it up to him and just
still the quarterback, number 8, David Torres for the Hawks.
With his baseball gloves, his hands, he just bring down the ball.
Here we go. Torres now. Handoff up the right-hand side. I believe that's Muniz. Muniz is going to truck forward, gain about 3 yards.
Handoff to number 38 up the middle for Harlingen South.
That's about it. No, we don't have a name on number 38.
You got penalty markers on the field.
And number 38, he's a new rusher for both us and the Harlingen South team, at least in game. So we haven't seen Muniz. It looks like he took a shot earlier in the game. Maybe he just was a little off after that. Maybe just taking a precaution, sitting him out. But for now, we see number 38. And like you said, we don't have a name on him.
After the play, personal foul.
So we do have personal foul on Harlingen South.
Number 64. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed.
So that's going to be a big penalty. And again, I talk about the stall-outs here in the red zone for Harlingen South. They've been here twice before. Both times tried to get field goals. One time they did.
Going out to Rachel
this time they get into red zone and a big 15-yard penalty. That's going to march them back. So third down. And I believe it's going to be close to third down and 20, maybe 21 for Harlingen South. And so definitely not helping their case in trying to solve this red zone issue tonight. All right, David Torres now. He's got his receivers out, 3, 2 to his right, 1 to his left. He does have Quiroz in the backfield. He's waiting for the snap. Rolls to his right. Good chip block there by Quiroz. But then here come the white jerseys surrounding him.
Quarterback keeper,
and I think
David
he's just trying to get it close enough for another field goal attempt.
On the stop, number 8, Lorenzo Villarreal down to about the 25-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down, Harlingen South.
To make sure that the ball would come out to the right side if they were to take the opportunity to kick the field.
I don't think they are. It's 4th down, and they're going to go for it. I see Torres is still in the game. They did not bring the field goal unit on. And this quarter has ticked down pretty quickly. We're down at 5:53 now, and it's 3-0 still your score here. And this quarter moving faster, I believe, than the first half did. So 4th down, and what do they have, at 13? I think it's longer than 13 as I'm looking at the chains right here. They're going to call timeout. Figure all this stuff out. Lots of confusion right now.
They're first.
I think it was a little too late on the play clock for them to try to sub in the field goal unit, so they let it tick down as far as possible until finally calling the timeout. So
and
that's
looks
my prediction.
Yeah, and number 83 is warming up now. So now you see Lerma warming up there on the sideline.
So Ledma's 1 for 2 today. The first one I think was a 30-yarder, if I'm not mistaken. It looked like he just shanked the ball to the left, right?
Yep.
And the one over here on the other side of the field with the wind to his back, he hit what seemed to be it looked like a 42-yard field goal. So it's a tale of two legs here. One missed shanked, one really impressive deep kick. So we'll see which one we get here and see if the South Hawks can put some more points on the board.
3-0 is your score here. The opportunity to go up 6 for South Hawks. And again, I just want to reiterate that South Hawks, again, it's like almost as they run the ball well, they move the chains, get down into the red zone, and just run into a block. And Los Fresnos hasn't quite been able to run it down into their red zone yet, opportunity. But South has. They're going to try to come away with 3. Here we go. 41-yard attempt this time. Hold is good. Kick is up. The distance is plenty, and it is through the uprights. That's
Field goal is
so 43
good.
and a 41 field goal make tonight. 2 for 3. And that was a great looking. And like you said, I mean, he still had another 10, 15 yards behind that.
And it was against the wind.
Yeah, against the wind. That's
and
true.
The wind out there is a lot harder than it seems when you're in here. So that's a very impressive kick from number 83, Jose Lerma.
So Jose Lerma, the golden boot for tonight so far, doing a great job, putting 6 points on the board single-handedly. And South Hawks able to do something on their first drive out, and they're going to depend on that defense again. That defense has been stout tonight. They have not allowed Los Fresnos, like I said, to gain any traction. I don't think we've seen Los Fresnos anywhere inside the 30, maybe even 40, 35-yard line or so. They've been playing between the 30s. I keep saying that over and over again, and that's what we've seen, and a lot of it has to go to the Harlingen South defense.
Yeah, the defense, Coach Ritchie was talking about, he says they're improving every week. Earlier, they were just playing off of instincts. They have a new system that they have put in place. That's what Coach Ritchie has done. Instead of 4 linemen, now he's using 3 and 4 backs, or 3 corners, 3 backs, and 2 safeties. So it's a new system. Earlier, they were just playing off their instincts, but now
kicking off for the Hawks, number 83, Jose Lerma.
The play and the communication, the fit. And now they're really just using their instincts. It's like they've gotten the system down, and you can see it here. It's like a well-oiled machine.
It looks good so far. Here's Los Fresnos. They're still in it, folks. Down 6-0 here with 5:37 left to go in the third quarter. And he's going to return this one out to the 30-yard line, not to the 33. And it looks like there's going to be a flag on the field. Maybe a face mask, I don't know. But there was definitely something in that pile.
Yeah, if this one is on the defense, there's definitely a chance that this could be the spark Los Fresnos needs to just get that offense rolling. To get some good field position, but we'll wait for the official call as for Whitecap, Rudy Vasquez, the referee. First time we really had this information.
Yep.
And so he's out here ready.
During the return.
Yeah.
Holding
Return
on
Los Fresnos.
Number 95. That 10-yard penalty will be assessed from the spot of the foul.
Some good
First
field
down.
position around the 30-yard line is now coming back.
Yep. Negate.
And and holding calls really killed the first 2 of those Fresnos drives. The first drive, they were rolling. And then they got 3rd and 5, holding 3rd and 15. There's no way they were going to come back from that. And then we said it earlier, 1st and 10, 1st and 20, and it's just hard to make up after that.
Here we go now. Handoff, right-hand
Handoff
side.
to number 7, Chris Resendez up the middle.
No gain on that one. And really
5,
the defensive line and
Alexander for the Hawks
has been stout for South and nowhere to run.
Yeah, it's that front 7.
There'll be no gain on the play, 2nd and 10 for the Falcons.
And usually Harlingen South, their team isn't the most physical. It's like they have usually have a lot of speed. But this year's
different.
A huge physical team that you can tell that they have a size and everything. Really.
I mean, their defensive line is big, got one or two big linebackers too, and it's different this year. I mean, looking at these guys, their secondary is tall, and so to me, and I was sharing this with somebody earlier this
On
week.
the reception,
I said,
number
Harlingen
5,
South
Daniel
has a
Denny.
better physical looking team than anybody has seen
Picks
so
up
far
about
here in the
5,
Valley.
3rd
So
and 5 for
now they
the
got to put that
Falcons.
together, of course, with their execution.
Yeah, then you have to bring in the mentality and just filling your gap, fitting the scheme. But they have the talent.
All right, 3rd and 5 here. Handoff. Big run up the middle for Descendis. Descendis is going to break free. He really trips up on his own guy, or else he could have
Ball
gone for
handoff to number
longer,
7,
but he's all the way out to the
Chris
40-yard line.
Resendez
That was
up
a
the
big
middle.
pickup. Rips off a big one. First down, Falcons.
When we talk about the front
Goes to
seven,
around the 40-yard line,
the
1st and
Falcons
10.
Offensive line took control, made a huge gap, and he wasn't touched till he hit his receiver.
Here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Falcons. Big run to Descendis. He gets the ball again. This time he'll be tackled
Ball
right
handoff
at the
to
line
number
of
7 up
scrimmage,
the
but he's going
middle.
to push the pile forward.
Picks
Gain
up
of
about
4 yards
3
for
yards
Descendis.
on the
Strong
play.
running there for him.
Yeah, that time number 20.
Resendez
Holloman
on the carry.
for the Harlem South Hawks got into the back.
On the stop, number 63, Juan Mendoza for the Hawks.
Can't do it.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
The pile, like you said. And
Correction,
could have
2nd
been
down and
easily-
6.
Easily been no gain.
Yeah.
Turns into 4 yards, now it's 2nd and 6 for the Falcons.
Almost like Descendis has a little spark right now. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Falcons. They're getting closer to midfield. Handoff to Descendis, left-hand side.
Descendis to the
He puts
outside.
his shoulder pads down, lowers them, and he'll gain a
On the
few
stop,
yards on
number
that one.
7,
Not quite
David
the first down.
Cortez at about the
But about 2 yards short.
48-yard line.
Yeah, right there, it looked like it was 2 on
It'll
5,
bring up-
and the 2 were
Yeah.
winning, and that was the
3rd down and
Falcons.
2.
And like you said, the running back, he just looks like he has a spark going with him. You know, after a big run, you think, oh, he might be a little tired, but not this running back. He's still got his legs pumping, and he's ready to just be fed.
Feed him. Number 7, Descendis. Doing a good job there. Padilla. He's running the show here for the Falcons tonight. He's got 3 wide receivers, 3rd down and 2. And they're on the 48-yard line. He's going to roll to his right. Wants to keep this one. Here comes the penetration, though. And they're going to
Quarterback keeper, number
get to him, but he's going to
16.
let go of the football just in time. And they're going to be looking for intentional grounding. Was he outside of the tackle box? Don't think so. But either way,
He was originally outside the tackle box, but then he came back.
Right,
It looked like
correct.
he came back in. They're going to discuss it here.
Yeah.
The referees, or the umpires are.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they have the 3 huddled up there discussing whether or not this should have been. And the South coach is pleading their case here. See, Coach Ritchie was already out on the field saying he was in the tackle box. There's
Yep.
no receiver in sight. But it looks like they're going to play on with what they had.
Well, I think he did cross the line of scrimmage, though. And so I think that's what they're going to go with. He did cross the line of scrimmage. But there was no intended receiver. Either way, 4th down for the Falcons. And it looks like they have their offensive personnel in there. Now, we did see, am I correct in saying that Padilla kicked earlier from a quick punt? I think he did.
I know Torres kicked. I don't know.
Maybe it was Torres. It was one of the quarterbacks. I saw. I can remember from early on in the game. But anyway, timeout. Los Fresnos, and 6-0 is your score here. Thanks for listening to this live audio broadcast. 2:47 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. And right now it's 4th and 2 for the Falcons. They're down at their own 48-yard line. Is it worth the risk to try to go for the 2 yards?
The way Harlingen South, they moved the ball last drive, so you got to give them credit for that. Los Fresnos look like, of course, down when they get that red zone, it's just been temperamental for South. But I think you need to pin them back right now. It's still early in the game. You're just on 6. You know, 1 touchdown and an extra point, and you take the lead. So if I was Los Fresnos, I punt this away because South is figuring some stuff out offensively right now. So you want to make them work with as much field as necessary.
Make them have to earn those.
Yep.
Earn that field position.
But we're up here, they're down there, so they'll make the final decision.
We're not paid to coach.
No. So, but looks like they have their starting offensive personnel back on the field again. So that's Padilla in shotgun formations. 4th and 2. Ball is on the 48-yard line. So they'll need 2. Handoff. There he is. Oh, and he breaks this one to send this. Nice pickup. And he's going to pick up about 7 yards on that carry, Matthew. And maybe they said Ascenden's got the hot hand, or hot legs, hot feet, let him run. So he did. Yep. First down.
And the left guard and the center.
We got a player down on the field.
In opposite ways. The left guard goes to the left, center goes to the right. That creates a big hole in right now. Resendez is up, but he's...
And back down.
Limping. Oh, he's back down?
Yeah. Yeah, he got up and then he went back down. And yeah, it's a right leg.
Yeah, it looked like he was holding his ankle from what I saw up here.
And that's,
nothing big.
seriously. I mean, he was just getting going, folks. I mean, this drive has all been to send this. I mean, he's broken off a couple big ones. Just got him out of that fourth down situation there. And it's not good to see a player at any rate and at any momentum shift, right? Obviously, if you are Los Fresnos, though, I mean, he was the hot hand right now.
He was the one that you were giving the ball to.
Yeah.
He's your playmaker.
Yep, and so hopefully everything's okay, and they're tending to him now on the field.
I think it looked like someone fell on his ankle.
That's what I was going to say. It looked like it was the pile up, right? It was on the pile up.
It was afterward.
Big round of applause, number 7, Chris Resendez from the Falcons.
He's up, hopefully maybe just someone put a knee on that calf, but he's up, and he's with a little bit of help, he's off the field, and hopefully we'll see him back here in a little bit.
But even with that 7-yard gain for the Falcons, they only needed 2.
Yep,
they got plenty more. Now they're in Harlingen South territory, and they're still rolling. They might have lost their running back, but next man up.
Next man up, that's right. So speaking of, I think we have number 20 in the game, and that is going to be Christian Maldonado. And so that's the running back that they send out to replace Resendez, at least for the moment. First down and 10 for the Falcons. They are in Harlingen South territory on the 45-yard line. Padilla takes a snap, rolls to his right. Here comes a pressure. Bubble gets on the outside, turns it upfield, gains about 6 yards on the carry, and good job there by the quarterback finding something out of nothing.
Goes across the 40-yard line.
Like a design quarterback run.
On the stop, number 20, Jose Harlingen for the Hawks.
Not allowing any pressure.
It'll bring it second down and 4
he finds the
for
edge,
the Falcons.
Like you say, cuts up until he's finally really just pushed out of bounds. He ran into the 2 gray jerseys, knowing he wasn't going to get out of that, but ran in there anyway. 2nd and 4 now.
All right, here we go, Los Fresnos now. Padilla snap out to his right-hand side receiver. Little bubble screen there.
Pass complete to number 5,
upfield,
Daniel
gain
Denny.
of maybe 1, maybe 2 for Daniel Denny.
It'll be no gain on the play. Third down.
Someone made initial
on the stop, number 61, Jacob Huerta for the Hawks.
And that really did a good job slowing him down and not letting him cut up field to get more yards. And then it finally took the pile to get him down. But they're going to give him, it looks like they're going to give him 1 yard, maybe 2.
Okay. Here we go now, third down for Los Fresnos. 1:30 remaining in the third quarter. Your score is 6-0. Harlingen South Hawks still ahead with 2 field goals in their pocket. Los Fresnos now hand off up the middle. That's number 20, and he'll be tackled just short of the first down marker. Christian Maldonado doesn't quite get there.
The ball carrier, number 20, Christian Maldonado. On the stop, number 20,
You just see an arm.
Jose Harlingen.
Reach behind him.
It'll be fourth down
Back down from the arm.
and 2.
It wasn't an illegal horse collar or anything, but it was from the arm. It was a legal tackle. And so now stopped him just short of the sticks.
So fourth down. They went for it last fourth down, further away from the end zone. So I figured they're going to go for it on fourth down here. Fourth down and 2. Ball on the 37. Snap. Rolls left. Looking for that first down. He'll get it. And a little bit more, looks like. First down, Falcons.
Quarterback keeper, number 16, Matthew Padilla to the left-hand side.
Good job. You see the
On the stop, number 7, David Cortez.
For Harlingen South, they came in.
It's a Falcon first
he
down.
Just cuts more in towards the line of scrimmage, finds a gap, cuts upfield, makes sure he gets the first down until he's finally brought down.
So first set of downs now for Los Fresnos, and they are moving closer to the point that they have not been so far in this game. That's inside the 30-yard line, and they're making a push now. First and 10. Padilla, they're going to get him. There's free play. Now they're going to blow it dead. Thought they were going to get a free play on that offside.
On the field.
Yeah, it looked like the offense. I guess they're going to call it the offense jump. That's what caused the defense to go.
Yeah.
Or they're going to call neutral zone.
So I'm watching this defensive line from South, and they've all subbed out. I was watching on the camera, and they're tapping their head and saying, I need a break. I need a break. So Los Fresnos has been just a long, drawn-out drive,
Offsides.
right? And
defense, number
so this could
63.
be a game of attrition.
5-yard penalty.
They
Still
are
first
gonna
down.
call offsides. So
They're going to call
usually not a
encroachment.
dead play.
Yeah, so they're going to call encroachment, meaning that he jumped across and touched one of the offensive linemen. Because usually they won't blow the whistle unless there's a contact.
So you were right. It was defensive.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a free play.
No, and that's the difference. Encroachment is going to be when they make contact. It's really hard to see that from up here. But either way, 5-yard penalty, first and 5. Pump fake here, Padilla. No open receiver. He's going to run to his right. Lets
Pass
it go.
to number 5,
Completes
Daniel Denny. There are penalty
to
markers
number
on
5,
the field.
Daniel Denny, but there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, there's a flag. And usually when the quarterback runs out of the pocket and you see a flag in the backfield, generally that's an offensive penalty. I don't like to assume things, but that's what I think is going to happen here.
Wait for the white cap. Again, the white cap tonight, Rudy Vasquez. Rio Grande Valley chapter of the Texas Association of Sports Officials, TASO. Doing a good job tonight. Holding on Los Fresnos. So you Matthew, just talk about that. How many times have they been moving on a drive and penalties have just set them backwards? 3 times, I think. 3 drives.
That is the end of the third quarter.
It was first and 10. Offsides gives them 1st and 5.
Right.
Now it's back to 1st and 15. So after what looks like, offsides, we have a chance to go deep here. And now it's 1st and 15. Now you have to get, instead of the 5 plays or 3 plays 5 yards, now you have to get 3 plays 15 yards.
And it is fourth quarter. I'm sorry, 4th down from 1st and 15. Now 4th quarter, as we go into our last quarter of play here at Bogus Stadium. The score is 6-0 as the Harlingen South Hawks are in command so far of the Los Fresnos Falcons. The Falcons, however, are pushing on the 40-yard line of Harlingen South, desperately trying to get past that barrier that they have not been able to get past so far. So thanks for tuning in. This is live audio broadcast, folks, here brought to you by the team here at KHGN through Rio Sports Live. And just an awesome football game here. Again, we said both teams coming in first district game. This is where it starts. This is where it begins, really, playoff journey right now. And both teams are fighting, especially defensively tonight. And we've got a good one in our hands. So stay tuned for this last and final quarter call here from Bogus with Matthew Cavazos and Aaron Sines. 6-0 your score. The Falcons have the ball on the 40-yard line. They have a 1st down and 15. Here we go. Padilla. Handoff, right-hand side. Make some space. Stiff arm. Tackle.
Ball carrier number 20.
Gain of 3 yards for number 20,
side,
and that is Christian Maldonado.
On the stop, number 25. Isaiah Cantu.
It looks like one of the big men got into the backfield,
It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Falcons.
He was going in, saw the man, came back out, eventually barely got the edge, and then was taken down. He did get a positive gain, though, so 3 yards, and now just slowly closing the gap to the sticks.
2nd down, 12 for Los Fresnos. And Padilla, shotgun formation now, rolls to his left, wants to pass. He's got a receiver. And he is open, and he catches it. This will be a Los Fresnos touchdown. As he connects with the receiver number 12, Sergio Martinez.
And one of the first deep shots we've seen all game from the quarterback, and he just makes a beautiful throw right over the shoulder. He had a step on the corner. You saw it, or it might have been the safety. It looked like he had a step on the safety. And just a perfectly placed ball right into the bread basket, and he was already across the goal line before he was taken down.
So the storyline that, I don't know if you want to look this up here in a minute, but that's Sergio Martinez on the catch, right? He's number 12. We haven't done his quarterback. I believe this is the Sergio Martinez who has been leading the team in yards all season long from the quarterback position, rushing, passing. And they've been utilizing him as a receiver tonight. So I don't know, in the bye week that shifted or what. But he got open right there. You saw some speed, and he got separation. And guess what, folks? Los Fresnos is now leading 7-6 over Harlingen South with 11:16 left to go in the game.
And it took some risks to get Los Fresnos into that touchdown. Two fourth down conversions. And they didn't come without its hardships, but they got there.
Yep.
They took it. They broke the wall past the 30-yard line, and from there it was smooth sailing as they just threw it into the end zone with Sergio Martinez getting that touchdown. It's a great play, a great drive for Los Fresnos. That's the way you want to see it right here. After the South Hawks have really, like you said, dominated the whole game. Just one drive like that, now you have the lead.
They
have momentum.
That's the only thing, with the Hawks stalling out in the red zone. Field goals are great, and they attempted 3, made 2. But ultimately, that touchdown and extra point just jumped them ahead.
Kick it off, number 80,
all game
Jerry
long.
Hernandez.
Kept Los Fresnos from not even getting close to the red zone. And in one drive, Los Fresnos takes the lead. After the Hawks have really been the most dominating offense all night long. So Hawks are going to have to do something here to at least get another field goal, if not punch something in. Because Los Fresnos, and I believe off that spark, there's a little muff on the kickoff return here. He's going to pick it up, though, out to the 15, trying to make something out of it down to the 19-yard line.
On the return, number 38
drive,
for the Hawks.
A responding drive, an answer back, if you will. And so now Harlingen South has a large
Brings
field
it back to about the 19-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Harlingen South.
This open space, but once it gets
On the stop, number 19 for the Falcons, Jaime Garcia.
like it is in the red zone, that's when you don't have as much space and it's harder for you to work with. So we'll see what they do here, see if they can get down the field.
Well, and I think that it just shows how South really operates the best in that they need a lot of space to stretch, right? And so because they can send those receivers deep, and so when you shorten up that field, you don't get the spacing like you were talking about in the defense, and so it allows them to really hone in on the running back, and that's nice move here. What a move there by number 12 for Harlingen South. It's
Sergio Martinez.
And he's going to gain about 20 on that passing catch.
40-yard line.
Talk about spacing, green space, and having that. It definitely helps South in their offensive style.
Yeah, he got the ball.
On the stop, number 35, Lee Trevino for the Falcons.
Chose to go to the right side. He spins to the left, makes sure he can't get taken down, runs another, looks like 10, 12 yards until he's taken down. So a big gain, hopefully a spark for the Harlingen South offense if that's what you're listening for.
First down now for the Hawks. 11:04 left in the game. They're down 6-7 now. Handoff to Corbin Hendrick up the middle. Gain of 2 yards.
Hendrick.
And that's about it.
On the stop, number 42. Cameron Rivera for the Falcons.
Really tighten their
Hendrick
grip
will pick up 2. It'll be
on the
second
offensive line,
and
making
8.
Sure that no more big holes happen. No way that the running back can make a couple moves and get out 7 or 8 yards like they have been for the past couple drives.
Second down for Cortez. He does have the ability to stretch the field with those receivers like we talked about. But you'll hand it off to Hendrick this time. Hendrick finding a space on the left-hand side of the line, and he's going to rumble downfield. Big pickup for Hendrick, I'm sorry.
Line.
And that's going to be about a 20-yard pickup on the ground.
On the stop, number 17, Christian Peña, but that is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down.
And he has like a good vision as he gets through the hole and breaks a big one.
First down, they're going to go right back to it. Here goes Corbin Hendrick again, left-hand side, finding more space. Pushing offensive lineman down. Gain about 7 yards. He almost broke that one for more.
On the stop, number 8, Lorenzo Villarreal.
Way back in the backfield, cuts up, and just another small space that he's
It'll be a 5-yard pickup, second and 5.
Kind of weave his way through the holes. It's like a perfect puzzle piece. It looks like he gets thinner when he gets through the hole. He just kind of breathes in really hard and tries to clench up, and it just takes off.
And they ran that same play twice. That was just run it again. They can't stop it. Tip ball on the pass there to the outside for Delgado.
Number 34.
And 34's got a hand on it.
Cadengo.
Johnny Cadengo. He was going.
Third
back
down and 5, Harlingen South.
He sees the ball coming in. A quick pass to Derek Delgado. He reaches out, just gets his hand on it, and that pushes it out of bounds and incomplete. So now it's third, and looks like 5, maybe a long 6. Or maybe a long 5 here for the Hawks.
This is a game now. It seems like both offenses are kind of coming to life here in the fourth quarter. Los Fresnos, of course, putting 7 on the board. And now South trying to respond. Quiroz. Oh, he had Green in front of him. But what a tackle from behind there by number 17.
Number 11, Emilio Quiroz on the stop in the backfield. Number 17, Christian Peña.
Like you said, Quiroz, he probably saw a lot of green. And then
it'll be fourth down and 5
feels the body
for
right
the
behind
Hawks.
him as they wrap him up and spin him down. You take it there.
Yeah, they're going for it real quick. Back on fourth down now. And David Torres looking on the sideline here for the play. And they will line up really quickly. There's 17 seconds on the play clock now. It is 9:05 now left to go in the game. And South Hawks are down 7-6. And they're going to call a timeout. And so I think
Hawks.
They're going for it. That's what I'm thinking. They're going to figure it out.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to figure out a play call, the right one.
Yeah.
If you will. But if on the off chance they do bring out the field goal unit,
52.
it will be a very long field goal.
Yeah, if they did, that's a 52-yarder.
That would be an impressive one at that. I mean, that's probably the longest we would have ever seen. Almost, that's barely further than the one that we saw at Battle of the Arroyo a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
he
true.
Hit the 50-yarder to get the win, but he has the wind at his back, and we saw the leg. He can hit it, but it's just the accuracy. That's the question, and the pressure. So.
All right, I'm looking here I don't see him warming up. So I think they're going to go for this one on 4th and 6. Although a field goal would take the lead again, so I'd like to see the 52-yarder.
I'd like to see him try. You know, it's just I love fourth down conversions, but a high school kicker trying to hit a 52-yarder, that's must watch. in my opinion. But it's not about what interests the fans. It's about what interests the coach.
Yep, definitely.
The team. So they're going to mark it 4th and 6, depending on what happens. I'm pretty sure you're right. They're going to go for it here.
All right, here we go. 4th down. 6 coming up for David Torres in the South Hawk offense. Quiros in the backfield. He does have Delgado out wide and Bennett on the same side as well. Waiting for the snap now. Looking downfield, wants to pass. There he is. Got him. Delgado down to the 25. That's a 1st down for the Hawks. Easy pass, easy catch.
Pass complete to number 15,
over the
Derek Delgado. And that is another Harlingen South Hawk. First down.
Delgado just goes down, makes sure he can.
On the stop, number 22, Angel
There you go, Torres
Gonzalez.
right away. Quiros, right-hand side, bounces it, and they're going to blow it dead. Timeout, Los Fresnos.
Prior to the snap, timeout.
And so now,
Los Fresnos,
Hawks,
they're second.
They're not technically in the red zone, but they're pretty darn close,
Yep.
5 yards out. And so this is the spot where they've had their issues. But right now, like you said, a field goal would take the lead.
Mm-hmm. True.
But of course, you're always looking for 6. So we'll see what happens here.
8:44 remaining in the ball game. 7-6 is the score. Los Fresnos ahead right now. And again, talked about how Harlingen South was really in command in the driver's seat all game long. One drive in the 4th quarter for Los Fresnos, and they take the lead. South trying to respond now. And an excellent pickup there between David Torres and on the outside there. Who's that caught that one?
Derek Delgado.
On the Delgado, number 15. And so he did a good job there hauling that one in. And really, to me, again, when we look back, the last time I saw him 2 weeks ago against Odessa, that was the play. It was little outs by mid routes, the receivers. They would go to Delgado, they would go to Bennett, and it was really hard to stop because of the size of those receivers, the accuracy of David Torres. And so to me, that's a bread and butter thing right there. If you can run the ball with Quiros, get a few yards, and then hit those outs with those big receivers, you can move the ball. And so let's see what they do here. They got 3 wide receivers. Torres in the backfield with Quiros. Looks downfield. Here he goes. He wants Bennett on the outside, and he just overthrows every time he's throwing Bennett tonight.
Pass
it's just
is
been high.
incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down, Harlingen South.
There you kind of want to see it. I mean, I understand overthrowing if you see the double coverage coming, but I mean, you want to see that a little lower. Maybe try to draw a flag.
Yeah, give him a chance. Give him a chance to get that one. It's just really interesting because the throws to Delgado have been pretty much money, but for some reason, the throws to Bennett have not. Bennett being the bigger, the taller of the 2 wide receivers. All right, here we go now. 2nd down. Handoff. Quiros up the middle, spins. Can't get past the 2nd defender. Here comes
Ball
the 3rd and
handoff to number
4th.
11, Emilio Quiros up the
Just a little
middle.
bit
On
of
the
gain.
stop, Lorenzo Villarreal.
Another 3rd and long here for the
It is a
Harlingen
pickup
South
about
Hawks.
2 yards.
5 left to go. And
3rd down.
And we'll see what happens here. As, like I said, they have a lot of field to make up for to try to get to those sticks. You know, an inside run didn't work out very well, and a pass that was just ill-advised as it was overthrown, double coverage. But now it's 3rd and 9. They have a lot of ground to make up. We'll see if they can get it here in the one play. I wouldn't be surprised to see an out route to Delgado or an out route to Bennett.
That's right. You got a man-to-man out here on the outside. Gonna hand off. No, fake. Quiros there in the flat though. Fake, and then he goes out and catches the ball. Trying to sprint to the sideline. They're going to take
Pass
him out
complete
before he
to
gets that
Quiros
first
to the
down.
right-hand
So he'll gain
side.
5
Pushed
yards,
out of bounds
maybe
around the
4 on the play.
20-yard line.
But a 4th down and 5 coming
On
up
the
for the
stop,
Hawks.
number 19, Jaime
So now,
Garcia.
right here, this
It'll be
is typical
4th down
field goal
and
range. It
5
looks like it's gonna
for
be
the
a
Hawks.
37-yard kick for Jose Ledma as they're bringing on the field goal unit.
Here he goes. So he's made one from 43, 41 tonight so far.
He shanked an earlier one
Yeah, he did.
from 30s.
So this one will be a 37-yard attempt. Ball in the 20. Mark it back 7 yards plus a 10 of the end zone gives you 37-yard attempt. Snap good, hold good, kick up. Plenty of distance, and it's good. 9 points now for the Hawks. 9-7 your score with 7:05 left to go in the game, and the
Number
Hawks
83, Jose
reclaim the
Lerma,
lead.
good for a
There we go.
37-yard
That's the way-
field goal.
That's what you want to see if you're on this side of the stadium or if you're the coaches. You know you wanted more, but as long as you get the lead back, and now you have the momentum going back your way. Defense has been playing good all game. One drive that they finally took into the red zone, and it was just a quick score. And now you want to see if your defense can step back up and just tighten the the grip, tighten the clench on the Los Fresnos offense, see if they can get back to what they were doing and hold them. As we only have 7 minutes left in this game, there's a chance there's only 2 more drives.
Definitely. And especially as long and as much time as Los Fresnos takes off the clock, they could get 1 drive in and really just take time off, get close enough, kick a field goal, win the game. So South's going to have to really be strong early on in the drive and try to make something happen, force a turnover on downs and or turnover. So this should be a good one, folks. Thanks for listening to this live audio broadcast. We got a great game on our hands here. 9-7 is your score. South Hawks reclaim the lead with 7:05 left to go in the ball game, but Los Fresnos has some momentum on that offensive side of the ball, and they're going to get this one back with plenty of time. Looking at the timeouts, though, 1-1 for each side, so that's something to consider. 7:05 now, and here's the kickoff to Los Fresnos Falcons, and it's going to be deep, 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 deep in the end zone, and it will not be returned.
And there it is again. All the kickoffs here from Harlingen South have just been out of the end zone, not returnable.
After the touchback, it'll be first and 10.
That's usually how it is for this
for
team,
the Falcons.
Trying to pooch kick it and try to maybe get the ball some pressure, let them try to drop it and see if they can get a recovery. But
ladies and gentlemen, the 29th Annual Parental Involvement District-wide Conference is going to be Saturday,
folks,
November
first and 10
3rd
now for the Los
at the
Fresnos
TSTC
Falcons on the
building from
25-yard
8 a.m.
line.
to 1
And
p.m.
we've got a good
That
end
is
to
the
this game
29th
coming up, I believe.
Parental Involvement District-wide
So hang on tight with us. It's going to get good right here. Here we go. Padilla in the backfield. He's going to send a man in motion. That's Martinez. Martinez off the left-hand side. He's the one that caught that touchdown. And he's just very patient. But here come the Hawk defense. They're going to take him out on the sideline.
Ball carrier number 12 to the left-hand side, Sergio Martinez.
David Cortez. And
on the stop, number 7, David Cortez.
We know David Torres is the quarterback of the offense, but who's the quarterback
It'll be
of the defense?
a 1-yard pickup.
Maldonado senior, Caleb Solis.
Second down.
And he said, no,
Los Fresnos.
it's David Cortez, the sophomore, who's still got 2 years left.
Yep.
And he's just a key factor. He will be for the future South Hawk football team.
Young team here at South, that's for sure. All right, looking downfield now, Padilla wants to pass. Here comes the pressure up the middle, and they're going to get him. Sack. Quarterback sack. And he's going to lose about 5, maybe even 6 yards
20.
on that one.
Now this one, it's a delayed rush by the linebacker. They brought in the 4 originally. Braden Alexander comes in.
Brings
from
up
the
a
left
3rd and
side,
long for the
around,
Falcons.
Makes him feel the pressure, goes out right. That's number 20, Jose Holloman, who wraps him up and takes him down way back. And now it's 3rd and a country mile, 3rd and 16.
Okay, here we go now. Los Fresnos, what momentum they did have. South trying to snuff that out. 3rd down and a long way to go. Here go Padilla, shotgun formation. Looks downfield, wants to pass. Needs to eat up a bunch of yards on this pass. Short.
Pass
In and out of the
incomplete.
hands of the cornerback.
Broken
and
up
just
by
hits
number
the ground.
22.
Incomplete pass.
Enrique
That throw was
Alvarado.
just completely underthrown as the cornerback who was step in stride with the receiver had to slide backwards to try to grab that one, but just underthrown. And now they're going to have to punt it away and see with 5:47 left if this could be the South Hawks, if this could be the last drive of the game or if they need to give it back.
Did not expect Los Fresnos to go out that quickly, so they'll be punting this way. Punter lined up at the 6-yard line, rugby style. And he's going to just drop this one barely, and he kicks it really low, and that won't even reach midfield, folks. So South Hawks are going to have excellent field position. They're going to mark this one down at the 47-yard line. So short field to work with for the South Hawks.
You don't want to say anything too quickly, but if they were to get down the field, a touchdown would pretty much end this game. Pretty much put the cap on it. But we still have a long way to go till then with 5:37 left. Los Fresnos has 3 timeouts just in case things get bad. But
I think we're down to 1 timeout apiece.
Oh.
They've been burning through them this half for some reason, and so
this misplays, 4th down.
Yeah.
Sides, get it a real throw.
Exactly.
So you're right. They only have 1 timeout.
1st and 10 now for the Hawks. Ball is on the 47-yard line. They're going to send a man in motion now, and they're going to hand it off. That is Corbin Hendrick.
Hand
He'll
off
get
to
back
number
to the line of
3,
scrimmage and
Corbin
no more.
Hendrick up the middle. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Really,
On the stop, number 8,
If
Lorenzo
you can run
Villarreal
it
for the
3 yards every
Falcons.
time, you would never be stopped. And that's really what Coach Ritchie believes in. Is he's a predominantly rushing coach with a rushing system. But this year he's given Torres a lot more room, more confidence. You can see how Torres feels, and Coach Ritchie was talking about him, just praising the young quarterback, the junior. He has an accurate arm, powerful arm, and he can put the ball in any window that you need him to.
All right, 2nd down and 10 now. David Torres, shotgun formation now. And he's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off Corbin Hendrick again. He's going to put his shoulder pad
Hendrick
level
up
down.
the middle.
Gain
Picks
about
up a
2
yard.
yards.
It'll be 3rd down.
And 3rd down coming up for South
On the
Hawks.
stop number 52 for the Falcons.
Go to the
Lane
air,
Tomei.
run it again. Let's see.
Well, if you go through the air and you miss it, that's going to stop the clock.
True.
But rushing it, I don't think you can get the 8 yards here. Even if you have your power back and your offensive line, 8 yards is a hard rush for anyone to get.
Yep.
So there's 2 choices: either rush it and risk not getting the 1st down, but taking time off the clock, or air it out, risk throwing an incompletion, and stopping the clock completely.
So I'm just looking here, and it looks like Brady Bennett's on an island all by himself out there. He's got man-to-man coverage. They're playing a safety cover 2, but 1 safety sinking in. So and he's wide. He's going to be wide open on the outside there if he gets a shot. He's going to go left-hand side instead of Derek Delgado.
Pass complete to
Another good
15.
option, obviously. And he's going to get a first down on that pass and catch.
35-yard line.
That's twice in the past 2 drives.
On the stop
Delgado
number
is not
22.
knowing where the sticks are,
Angel
gets behind
Gonzalez,
it.
but that
First
is
down.
a Harlingen
Delgado
South
has
Hawk.
the hands to
First
just make
down.
really any catch. You see, that's David Torres' favorite target. You've seen it all game, all year, really. Every time they're here, Delgado. I'd say, if I were still keeping stats, I'd say he has about 8 targets a game. As that's how few they throw it. I'd say about 75% of the throws go to Delgado.
Well, and the completion rate is very high with Delgado, and that's been one thing that's been, good to watch. And he's a senior though, so he's got the experience. Here we go, Quiroz up the middle. He somehow gets out of a few tackles and just keeps pumping
Emilio
his legs.
Quiroz up the middle to about the
2-yard pickup.
29-yard line.
He's currently falling backwards and
Picks up about
moving to
2
his
on the
side, but
stop
you can still
number
see his legs moving as he
19,
falls forward.
Jaime
So,
Garcia.
just really fun to see all the fight that Quiroz has.
Yep.
Every time he runs.
It'll bring
Every
up
time he
2nd
touches
down
the
and
ball, he
8
always runs
for
with
the
that kind of
Hawks.
energy and effort.
2nd down now and 8. 1 timeout remaining for each football team here. 3:03 remaining in the game. Harlingen South 9-7, and taking their time right now, moving slowly to the line of scrimmage. David Torres now waiting for the snap, sends his man in motion here. Handoff Quiroz, left-hand side. He's got a couple blockers in front of him. He does break through, 25-20, 15-10, down to the 5-yard line. Goes Quiroz.
And there's that low center.
Forcing him out,
gravity
number
we're talking
28,
about. They
Hector
bring him up,
Muniz.
He breaks the tackle.
And that
Looks
is
like he
a
gets tripped
Harlingen
up.
South
He's
Hawk.
stumbling.
First
but
down.
He easily regathers himself and gets down. It looks like they're going to mark him short at the 5-yard line.
It'll be first
this
and
is the
goal,
first time
Hawks
they're within
at the
10,
5.
Or we're within 10 yards of the goal line here for the Harlingen South Hawks.
Nice run there by Quiroz. First down and goal on the 5-yard line. Torres handoff up the middle, number 38.
Ball carrier number 38 up the middle, picks up about 1 yard.
1-yard pickup.
It's good to see.
On the stop number 52.
We got to get his
Lane
name
Tomei
for next
for the
week.
Falcons, 2nd and
Now they
4.
have 4 running backs.
2nd and goal from the 4.
That's right.
And back comes in Quiroz. It looks like they're going to just try to punch it in on this run here. 2nd and 4 with clock still going down. We're now at 2 minutes in this 4th quarter. So even if they don't get it on this play, they still have the next play and then can make the kick. And by that time, the clock will be way down there.
Quiroz now in the backfield, and we know he can punch it in. 2nd down on the 4-yard line. Handoff, Quiroz makes one move to the inside. He's stretching for that goal line, will not get it. Short,
Quiroz
about a yard and a
up the
half.
middle, close to the 1-yard line.
And now it's going to be, like you said, 3rd and a long 1.
Timeout.
Short 2.
Falcons.
Los Fresnos calls
Their
their
third and
last
final timeout.
here with 1:34 left. So Harlingen South is going to try. I assume they're going to run it. So if they don't get it, clock's going to go down to about 40 seconds until they call their timeout and kick the field.
I'd like to see a really hard play action roll out and get it to get it to either Bennett or get over to Delgado, because they're going to expect Quiroz up the middle, and you do a hard fake up the middle, you roll him out, dump it off to a wide open receiver. I see that happening.
And you remember the play they did against Odessa? We talked about it earlier, I think before the game or during the game with the play action, and they give it to the fullback that no one
That's true.
ever sees really affecting the game, and he just takes it in. And Coach Ritchie talking to him, that's a play they practice a lot in the goal line.
Yeah, y'all don't get to see this. We're watching the fans just enjoying themselves here in the stands tonight, and Bogus Stadium, definitely this beautiful scoreboard here and big monitor and good sound system. It's definitely an entertaining night here at Bogus. So wherever you are listening from, I'm sure you're missing the live atmosphere, but we appreciate you joining us on this live audio. And hopefully you've been able to follow your team tonight. Two great teams tonight. It's been a battle. Here you go, Harlingen South, 3rd and goal on the 2-yard line. Torres in the backfield, takes it, hands it off. Quiroz right side, puts his head down, spins. Touchdown! Quiroz.
I think that's going to be the one that puts the nail in the coffin is Quiroz. He breaks a couple tackles, spins it into the end zone. And now the Hawks are up 15-7. It's still one possession pending this extra point. It could push it to 2, and then it would take a miracle for the Falcons to come back from that.
1:29 remaining in the football game. One thing I've learned, Matthew, is never to try to predict what's going to happen at the end of the game because it never goes that way. 1:29 remaining. Hypotheticals,
Right.
hypotheticals.
Right.
But either way, because I've been wrong so many times, South is going to punch this one. And it could be the dagger. 15-7 right now is the score. Remember, and Los Fresnos just burned their last timeout, so that makes your prediction come into play more. But now South's going to take a timeout. They'll burn their last one. Getting ready for an extra point. Interesting.
I think maybe too long of a celebration and the play clock started to roll down.
Maybe.
Couldn't get out there in time, but they do call the timeout. And Quiroz just the second
Yeah.
effort. As he
I was going to
gets
say, how about Quiroz tonight? He's shown some punch. Giving a spark, when they needed it. And definitely just the hardest runner in the field, I think. Both teams combined. No offense to any other runners, just when you watch him, if you can watch him run on this replay, he just runs with a passion. He runs with an aggression. It's great to watch him.
Yeah,
maybe it's because of that undersize. He's got that fight in him. So
chip.
yeah.
And we talk about the second effort. You saw it there. I mean, he gets hit, spins out, and then as he's getting held by 2 different defenders, he's punching his way past the goal line, trying to get into the end zone. And just, like you said, he just looks like I mean, of course, everyone puts in the 100% effort,
Sure.
but it just always looks like he's going 110%.
He goes extra. He got a little extra to him. Okay, extra point attempt. So this would put this at a 9-point game, which of course would favor Harlingen South and any potential comeback. Kick is up.
Extra point is good.
So you got to score now, 16-7. Here with 1:29 remaining. Paint the picture for you. No timeouts. 1:29 on the clock.
Got a fourth quarter
16
score.
to Falcons 7.
You never know
San
what's gonna
Benito
happen.
28,
You just get
Cardinals
down the field
21.
with enough time to spare, go out of bounds. You always have onside kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen here.
Sure.
It's District 32-6A. We expect the unexpected.
That's right. So how about looking at next week a little bit, right? So right now we know Battle de Arroyo, and just because we're getting updates on that, I think the score was 28-21. San Benito over Harlingen in the fourth quarter. Next week, San Benito travels here to Bogus Stadium to play Harlingen South. So for you Hawk fans, we'll be bringing you that live coverage next week as the Greyhounds make their trip into Harlingen territory
Update
to face
fourth
Harlingen
quarter.
South.
San Benito 28, Cardinals 28.
Tie ball game at the Battle de Arroyo.
And you even hear the cheers from here on the Harlingen South sideline.
Yeah.
Here, that's a tied ball game. They want the Harlingen team to go.
Some of these Hawk fans were once Cardinals, before the split of 2 schools. And so a lot of them have kids now that are in South, but they went to Harlingen High School. And so there's still that connection there, if you will. And I think Harlingen can come together when either of them plays San Benito, that's the other city. So, that's muffed in the end zone. I was going to say we finally get to see a return from Los Fresnos and Denny, but Daniel Denny, and he's not able to bring that one out. He muffed it.
And so, looking ahead of next week, you said Harlingen South has San Benito and Los Fresnos hosting Brownsville Rivera next week.
Okay.
As they get as we look next week into District 32-6A play.
I tell you what, the games to look forward to coming out for both teams, you got to watch out for. Of course, San Benito, Harlingen, Brownsville, Hanna. I mean, those to me are going to be some tough games for both of these teams. Because Los Fresnos is going to look downfield, wants to pass, incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock.
Incomplete.
Second down.
Yeah, just a simple out route, just a lot of pressure, and couldn't execute the throw well enough to get it into the hands. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. The Falcons 2nd and 10 back at their own 25.
So really interesting here is I'm looking at Matthew Padilla looks to fire one down. Feel almost intercepted by the linebacker, but check this out. So I'm looking at my roster here. Matthew Padilla is a freshman.
Pass broken up by number 36, Ethan Gonzalez for the Hawks.
It says new and updated on the roster.
And is that different? Is that the same? You still have a...
You're still a freshman?
A freshman? You're a freshman.
I do have a freshman. So, get used to the name Padilla.
Yeah.
He's going to be here. He's going to be here for another 3 years after this.
Starting as a freshman for Los Fresnos. That's impressive. And we talked about Sergio Martinez, number 12, and he's been utilized as a receiver. He's the one that had the stats coming into tonight. But I think if I would guess, Martinez didn't have as many passing stats as he did running stats. So I'm wondering, they said, let's go with Padilla. Maybe he has a better arm. But as a freshman, man, that's played a good game for, I mean, all things considered.
Yeah, and of course, this defense is...
On the keeper, number 16,
one of the
Matthew Padilla. On the stop, number 20, Jose Holloman for the Hawks. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
It's a good experience for the freshmen. It's like last year when we saw David Torres
as a sophomore. Yeah.
And really, sophomores their first year at Harlingen South.
That's true.
The Cano Freshman Academy, so it's about the same circumstance, but still, he has another 3 years.
Exactly. All right, Padilla rolling to his left now. Pump fakes, brings it down. Here comes a pressure. He gets hit hard as he throws it, and he's still down on the ground.
4th down.
He popped back up.
He did. He got some fight. I tell you what, I'm impressed.
So now 4th and 11, 38 seconds left.
That was 4th down.
Oh, that was 4th
Yeah,
down?
I'm confused with you too. I thought that was 3rd down. That was 4th down.
Yeah, that's gonna, if we're not mistaken, unless they're bringing the punt unit.
No. Official saying goes going that way. So that was a turnover on downs right there.
That's it. Unless.
Yeah, no. I think it's victory formation. 38 seconds remaining. And so, folks, thanks for joining. This is live broadcast. We're going to be wrapping it up already. As South Hawks are going to come take the field now. And more than likely should, out of good sportsmanlike, of course, to just get in that victory formation. But their scores looks like, they're going to take victory. 16-7 is your score here tonight in the first district game for both teams, 32-6A. And South Hawks are going to take the victory tonight over Los Fresnos Falcons. And it's been a great game. Defensive battle early on. Got a little bit of spark there in the second half, so it's been enjoyable.
Yeah, and, earlier in the district season, Harlingen South was pegged as an experienced team, but they hadn't proven them.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for these two fine teams tonight. The Los Fresnos Falcons and the Harlingen South Hawks.
Watch out.
Yep.
We have the physical defense, and if you put us into that position, we can push the ball down the field also.
Yep, definitely.
So be ready.
Hey, great game. Thanks for joining this live audio broadcast. 16-7 is the score. Wishing everybody a safe trip tonight to Los Fresnos and wherever it is that you are. And so we appreciate you joining in with us, KHGN, bringing you this broadcast through Real Sports Live. And Matthew Cavazos, Aaron Sainz signing off from Bogus Stadium tonight. 16-7 is your final score. The South Hawks win their first district game.